Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Jessica Nicole. I'm a self-published author of YA fantasy romance novels, and I can hardly believe what I am about to say, but for Vlogmas day 22, I'm filming this currently and it's day 21. You know what, we'll just combine these. For Vlogmas days 21 and 22, since it's gonna encompass both of the days, I am going to be doing a 24-hour read slash write-a-thon. So I'm doing these together because I am an author, I read and I write, and I need to make progress in both. And plus I doubt my ability to do both of these in like a consecutive fashion. Like, I'd probably fall out. So yeah, we're gonna do both. I'm going to be focusing more heavily on the reading aspect because I want to finish this book. I barely started this book, but I want to finish this book in the 24-hour period just because I don't know. Like, there's no particular reason why. I just do. So maybe focusing more on the reading. I'm going to be reading that book, and I want to finish the other book I'm listening to on Audible, Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist. I listened to a lot of that last night, actually. And on the writing front, I'm going to be working on Moonshot. I'm mainly going to be working on editing Moonshot because I have edited 11 chapters out of Moonshot, chapters 1 through 10, and then chapter 29. But I have edits done, so I just need to take them and put them into the chapters for chapter 11 through 28. So I made this little tracker here, and so like a moon in the box means that I've written the chapter. If the moon is filled in, then I have edited the chapter. So I've got a lot of editing to do. I've written all the way up to chapter 39. So my goals writing wise, I want to get all of these chapters edited all the way up to 28 and beyond. So I want to get all the chapters that I've written, I want to get them edited, okay? And then for chapter 40, I started chapter 40, I'm like in the middle of it, I guess. So I want to finish chapter 40, get it edited. I want to start and finish chapter 41 and get that edited. So I want to, by the time this is over with, I'm going to have 46 chapters in this book total, which means that will leave me with only 5 chapters left to write and edit. Ideally at the end of this 24-hour period. So that's what I'm focusing on in this 24-hour period. I'm just gonna go by like mood. If I feel like reading, I'll read. If I feel like writing, I'll write. I'm not gonna be doing like hourly updates. I'll update like when I've made some significant progress or when I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. So yeah, it is just a little bit after 4 right now. It's like 4:10. So I'm going to start this at 5 this afternoon. This was my last day at work, so I am a little tired, but I'm gonna push through it. I got tea, I got coffee, I got muffins. We'll be good. I want to start at 5 this evening and then end at 5 tomorrow evening. So yeah, wish me luck. Okay, so it's a little past 7:30. I didn't actually end up starting at 5. I started at 6 because I took like a little hour power nap to just get myself prepared. But I want to show you that I made this reading tracker for Midnight in Everwood. And I'm just going to go in and like circle the chapters that I've gotten to. Starting off, I had finished chapter 8. No, I finished chapter 7 and started chapter 8. So I've read chapters 8 and 9 in this hour and a half, along with I edited chapters 11 and 12. So not bad. I want to kick it up a little bit though, so that I can make sure that I get to my goals met. But I'm going to go in and edit chapter 13. I'm going to shade in these moons and go edit chapter 13. And I'm going to make myself some tea, because it's not quite coffee time yet, but some tea is probably a good bet right now. Alright, so out of my 8 options, I think I'm going to go with this one. It is Indian orange black tea. So we're gonna see what this tastes like. My progress that I'm making is fairly simple. It's pretty much like kind of copy and paste a little bit with my edits. Not really. I just go into my editing document and I find where I've made edits, which is easy because I highlighted them, and then I just go put those edits in like my regular master document. So that's pretty simple. It's gonna get a little bit trickier when I get past chapter 28, because that's all my like pre-done edits will be gone at that point, and I'll have to just like make them in real time. But with the book, with Midnight in Everwood, I'm kind of hitting a stride with it, with the plot of the story. I will say the plot is kind of developing a little bit slowly. I don't really mind that because it's like a winter read, so it's like got a cozier feel to it, so I don't really mind the plot developing a little bit slower. But it seems like Drosselmeyer isn't who he kind of tries to put on and pretend he is, which we kind of know from the original story of the Nutcracker that Drosselmeyer is more than what he seems, but he kind of feels like sinister to me. I don't know if that's just her like being naturally distrustful of people because of her circumstances or what, but he just seems kind of sinister to me. I made myself some hot lemon water earlier with the electric kettle because I can like feel my throat getting sore. So there's that. Hopefully I can stave it off with the lemon water. And I'm gonna let this tea steep for a while and I'll let you know how it tastes. I'm gonna flavor it with some brown sugar because I don't have any honey. But yeah, that's where I am at this point. I'm feeling okay. Like that little nap at the beginning of things helped me a lot. So I'm feeling alright. I'm going to probably edit chapter 13. Read another chapter of Midnight in Everwood, and then I think I'm going to switch over to my audiobook and listen to a couple chapters of that. So that's the plan. Hello. It is 9:32 the next morning. I've been up for about 15 hours now and I look it. But anyways, we're just going to have a little progress report, check in, because I don't want this video to be super duper long. So, Midnight in Everwood, I am this far into the book, so significant progress made. I'm super proud of myself. I'm on chapter 21. I think the last time I checked in with you guys, I was having my coffee and starting chapter 12. So I'm on chapter 21 right now. The goal is still to finish this book. But if I don't, I'm okay with that because I've made like so much progress. I at least want to get to chapter 30, so I'm just gonna adjust my goal a little bit. A book I did finish was Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist, so I finished that. So it was one of my goals I had for this 24-hour challenge. This tea is really good. So it's got like a citrusy note to it. The orange isn't overpowering or anything, so if you don't like orange, like it's not that big of a deal. It's not a lot. Like it just tastes like tea with like a hint of citrus to it. And I had like a little bit of a sore throat last night, so I appreciated this. As far as my trackers go, and here's my one for Midnight in Everwood. I've been keeping up with it. I'm circling it with this metallic green marker. And my tracker for Moonshot looks like this. I have gotten up to editing chapter 20. And my goal was to get all the chapters I have written edited, but I think I'm going to adjust that too and focus on getting to chapter 30 edited. I'm going to look at what I have left in the story, like what I have left to do with the story, because I think I might make it 45. I just hit myself in the mouth with the pen. I think I'm gonna make it 45 chapters instead of 46, just because my OCD, like, I don't know, 45 like sits better with me than 46. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. And yeah, even if I don't, like, even if I get to 30, that just leaves me 10 chapters written to edit. I do want to still write chapter 40. I want to get that done. And then like 5 chapters left to write and edit, which is totally doable. So I'm just proud of myself. I'm like making significant progress. And so when I do pick both of these things back up again, like my writing and my book, you know, I've made so much progress in them. And I finished Nick and Noelle, and then this is the last book in my December TBR, so part of me doesn't really want to finish it because I'm not gonna have anything else to read until January, which I have other things I could read, but I'm saving those books for future TBRs, so I don't know. But I still have hours and hours to go with this challenge, so we're gonna see what we can do. I might be able to reach my original goals, but if I don't, that's fine. I think I'm going to focus on just editing up to chapter 30 first, and then I'll go back to reading. Because if I go somewhere, I could take this book with me. It's a little bit more difficult to take like my laptop and my iPad and everything with me so that I can edit. But yeah, I think I'm going to just jump back into editing. I've been watching the Dr. Seuss Baking Challenge on Prime Video, so I have one more episode of that. I think I'm going to put that on. I have 2 muffins left. I bought like a 4-pack of muffins yesterday from Walmart, the blueberry ones, and I love them, so I always like gobble them down. So I think I'm going to eat my muffin, make another cup of coffee in a little bit, but I'm going to watch the show and let that keep me like occupied and awake first, and then I'll do the muffin and the coffee.
You're about to sound here.
I don't have any in there anyway.
Wait.
Alright guys, so 6 o'clock came and went 2 hours ago, and so I'm basically just here to end the video, let you guys know how I ended up doing with my 24-hour read/write-a-thon, things that I learned from this experience, and what I'm taking away from it. So basically, I did not succeed in my goals for this 24-hour read/write-a-thon, not all of them anyway, but in my defense, we are currently experiencing some weather here in Texas that we're just not built for. Like, our power grids and stuff are not built for, and my electricity actually went off like for a couple of hours this evening, and so like we just got electricity back about an hour ago. And even with my electricity out, like I was reading in the dark. Like I had some like battery powered light in my room, and I was reading in the dark. I had to go to Walmart to like help my mom shop for Christmas dinner because you know, we were buying it together. and to buy a couple of Christmas gifts for some family members. And while I was in the car, I actually read like 4 chapters of this book. So my original plan was to finish this book along with a couple of other things. And then I adjusted my plan to get to chapter 30. I am in the middle of chapter 25 right now, and I actually will probably finish chapter 25 tonight just because I'm in like a really interesting spot in the book. And so that's why I'm not gonna look at this like a failure, because I made so much progress. Like I started off on chapter 8 and I'm halfway through this book now, and I got, you know, over a lot of the exposition, and I'm into a good part of the story, and I'm really enjoying the story right now. And I've made progress, like way more progress than I normally would have made. I read doing math, Lord, okay, anyways. Yeah, I was on chapter 7, there's my tracker, and then I read 8, 9, 10, there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I read 17 chapters in basically 2 days, 24, well, like, I don't know, a day, but like 2 halves of a day. So a day. I read way more than I normally read. Like my max is normally like 5 chapters in a day. And I surprised myself, and, you know, I realized that I kind of like underestimated myself a lot. On the other reading front, I did finish Nick and Noelle's Christmas playlist, so that is a win. So 1 out of 3, not great, but it's not terrible. I also wanted to edit up to chapter 30, and I had only edited up to chapter 10 when I started off. So I did get up to chapter 29. So yeah, I like managed to edit 19 chapters. Yeah. I had to check my math. Anyways, I managed to edit 19 chapters, and I'm just super surprised at myself. Like I said, I realized I underestimate myself a lot, and when I really like buckle down and put my mind to something, I can do things that I even like surprise myself with. And I don't know, I was thinking next year I was gonna put out 4 books, but now I'm thinking I might put out like maybe 5 or 6. I have no clue, but if I, not like I can just pull like all-nighters all the time, but if I need to, I know I'm capable of it. And like when I really get into flow state, it's like there's nothing that can stop me from doing what I need to do. I don't, especially, I was like very doubtful of myself that I could do this 24-hour challenge after working all day, because the trials of an introverted teacher, you guys, like having to just be on all day. And it's not even like I'm one of those like kooky teachers or whatever. I just like do my thing, but like the kids require a lot of your energy and a lot of your care and stuff, which is totally fine. But when you're an introvert and you put that out, and then you're just like, when I come home, I'm just like, I'm drained. But I did all that yesterday, and even more because it was the day before Christmas break, and it's just like super like all lovey-dovey and having to do, you know, all of that, which is fine. I enjoy that. But even after doing all that, I came home and I did this. And I mean, if I can do like this extreme version on one day, I could do like a modified version of this every day, is basically what I'm saying there. So I think I'm just gonna start pushing myself a little bit more and seeing what happens. I also came to a lot of breakthroughs on my story on Moonshot. I wrote a lot of stuff down on my whiteboard. I can't show you because it's super spoilery, but I feel like I've come to a lot of conclusions that are going to help the story, tie up a couple loose ends. The story is, I figured out that I could condense my 46 chapter idea to 45 chapters, so I'm going to be done writing and editing a little bit sooner. And yeah, I'm just gonna be right on track. I'd fallen a little bit behind. Like I had these edits done in my editing document since October, but I hadn't just sat down and put them in my document. So now I'm all caught up. Everything that I had edited in my editing document is now in my master document. So now I can just like go forward and edit the other 10 chapters that I have written, and write the other 6 chapters that I have to write, and edit those. And I can completely do that, and I should be done editing by the end of the year, and then with all the chapters I have written, and then should be done writing by mid-January, finish editing the new chapters, and then we'll be ready to release in February. And I just learned so much from this experience. I'm so glad that I did this. I will say a couple takeaways. If I ever do this again, I feel like I should split up the reading and the writing so that I can just focus on one thing. But I was just so behind in both. I'm also never going to put like 6 books on my TBR again, my monthly TBR ever again. And I'm never going to get this behind in my editing again. Like, I'm just going to either bulk edit at the end or edit as I go. Haven't decided yet, but yeah, I'm never going to get this far behind in it ever again. But those takeaways are just making me a better reader and a better writer. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. I know it's super long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in my next one. Oh, and look at what I got at Walmart. How cute is this? And it just goes along with like the theme of my book that I'm reading, and I just love this so much. It's so cute. Okay, I just had to show you that. All right, catch you guys in my next video. Bye.